This was built in the 16th century, 1522. A very good example of medieval London, just how some of the houses were built and designed. Which is just down there, but you can get a sense of medieval London just by this building here. Well, there you go. William Wallace was dragged behind a horse from the Tower of London to Smithfield here, where he was hung, drawn and quartered. Muggers and pickpockets were rife, and the place had a reputation of being one of the roughest parts of London. Wife sale became popular in the 19th century. Divorce was exceedingly difficult, and men brought their unwanted wives along with their normal goods to the meat market to sell them. Well, that's something I didn't know, that men sold their wives here rather than divorcing them. Well, I knew that that Smithfield was also a site of execution for many criminals. They put a market here because it's actually on top of a hill, believe it or not, but it's actually one of the highest points of London here, Smithfield Meat Markets. They put the markets here in the 17th century, early 17th century, when they bring the cattle and the sheep and all that here. They used to slaughter them on site, and because of having no refrigeration in those days, they put the markets here, because thus catching the breeze to help cool the meat, to keep it fresh, having no refrigeration. So this is one of the reasons why they put the markets here. And over the years it's undergone a lot of changes, and in the 19th century they put this magnificent building up here. In 1958 there was a fire in the poultry market, which is held here as well. It caused a lot of damage, so they actually a lot of refurbishment. The building also underwent lots of refurbishment during the 90s, but there's also plans afoot to move the Smithfield Meat Markets to another location. But that's all in the planning at the moment. Whether they'll come to pass, I do not know. But the action actually happens at 2 o'clock in the morning. So if you really want to see what goes on in Smithfield Meat Markets, this is the place to go. It has had a long history, a history of executions, and lots of, many people, Catholics, were almost burnt here. People were executed, burnt, heretics, burnt. It's got a pretty grim history. Not to mention all the cattle and pigs and sheep, chickens, but this is a very historic place. To think there's been a hospital on this site since 1102, and King Henry VIII refounded the hospital in AD 1546, and in 1861 it was enlarged to what we see today, and still there's building works going on in this hospital today. See, they got a statue of Henry VIII himself